The old house creaks beneath her feet as Dr. B. Sarah Johnson runs her fingers across dusty shelves in her grandmother's attic. A shaft of late-afternoon sunlight catches something metallic, drawing her attention to a weathered cedar box tucked behind decades of forgotten memories. Her hands tremble as she lifts the ornate lid, revealing a collection of mysterious items: dried roots, colored bottles, and a leather-bound journal covered in strange symbols. As her fingers brush against a polished cowrie shell, the attic dissolves around her. Suddenly, she's standing in a sun-drenched Nigerian village, watching a Yoruba priestess perform intricate rituals. The woman's movements are precise, her prayers a melodic whisper that seems to make the very air vibrate. Sarah realizes with a start that the priestess's face mirrors her own grandmother's. The vision shifts, and she's aboard a creaking slave ship. The priestess, now in chains, secretly passes a small bundle to another woman. "Keep our ways alive," she whispers in Yoruba. "They can shackle our bodies, but never our spirits." The bundle contains the same cowrie shell Sarah holds in her grandmother's attic. Another touch, this time to a twisted black root, and she's transported to a Louisiana plantation. A healer works by candlelight, mixing herbs, while humming hymns that disguise ancient African prayers. Christian crosses hang on the walls, but beneath them, sacred symbols are drawn in barely visible white chalk. The healer shows others how to hide their traditions within acceptable Christian practices, ensuring their survival. A small bottle of river water pulls her to a midnight gathering in the swamps. Secret societies meet under the cover of darkness, preserving their ancestral knowledge through coded songs and dances. Sarah watches as they adapt their practices, incorporating new elements while maintaining their core spiritual essence. Each artifact reveals another layer of history, how Hoodoo evolved from pure African traditions into a unique practice of survival and resistance. But when she discovers a folded paper containing a protection spell written in her grandmother's handwriting, Sarah faces a profound choice. The spell combines African rituals with modern elements, showing how her grandmother adapted ancient practices for contemporary challenges. Sarah realizes she stands at a crossroads. Should she preserve these traditions exactly as they were passed down, or continue her grandmother's legacy of thoughtful adaptation? The answer comes as she notices marginalia in her grandmother's journal. Our power lies not in rigid preservation, but in growing like a river, always moving, always changing, yet forever connected to its source. With newfound clarity, Sarah begins documenting everything, understanding that she's not just an anthropologist studying history. She's part of a living tradition that has survived through countless adaptations. She carefully photographs each artifact, records every memory, but also starts experimenting with her own adaptations, honoring the spirit of innovation that kept these practices alive through centuries of challenge and change. As twilight falls, Sarah closes the box, knowing she's now part of a story that began on African shores and continues to evolve through her. The spirits of her ancestors, she realizes, are not just in these objects. They're in the wisdom to know when to preserve and when to adapt.